Y'all better fill those courtrooms with these bankruptcy hearings. Y'all better join Russ Ballon, who didn't just get in the fight.
Amen.
Who didn't just get in the fight. That brother's been fighting the issues surrounding our children and quality education for decades now. But I'm telling you, he's on to something with joining this lawsuit. So I'll be working on mine today and tomorrow to make sure that I can file on Monday. I'm challenging all of you to do the same. Overwhelm the process. Overwhelm it. Come on. And then we got to do the same thing in the courtroom. The next brother that's coming up is Brandon Jessup.
All right, Brandon.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
As stated earlier, I'm Brandon Jessup. I'm the CEO of Michigan's Ford Urban Affairs Group. And I want to be very concise and start with this. In June 2011, we began an 18-month exercise in self-determination. That exercise was the petition drive to make sure that the entire state understood what was at stake under austerity. I'm just calling it what it is, austerity. Now, my dad held a strike in 1984, I believe. He organized a strike when Coleman A. Young wanted to give Chrysler Corporation all that land right down the street for a Jefferson North Assembly plant. And the reason why he went on strike was because he said, well, I'm at home, I can say it like how my daddy would say it, well, shit. If you're going to lay me off like this, what's going to stop you from doing it the next time?
That's right. That's right.
My dad sat unemployed and laid off for almost 4.5 years. But see, it's something about self-determination when you don't let no man hold you back and you got to do what you got to do to preserve your life.
That's right.
So my dad started up a business. It was a towing company. And when he got called back from Chrysler, you think he stopped working for himself? No, he didn't. Because he had to, because he knew that no matter what happened, this white guy, or this black guy, or this guy with all this money can pull that rug up from under me as long as I'm riding his coattail.
That's right.
All right? So when the councilwoman was in Lansing in February fighting, it was at the time local bill 44 something, 4400 something, that whole crew of bills. Thank you. In January, there was a report.
Tell them the year.
2011. In January 2011, there was a report right after Governor Snyder took office. It said, you know what? These changes in revenue sharing will break every municipality in the state.
Come on.
Why? Because now we're taking a whole new formula that does not apply to how we make our money in this state. This is a working state.
Yes.
We don't take nothing off the top. This ain't New York. This ain't California. We earn everything we make here in the state. We got good commerce that works here, but guess what? That's built off of Detroit, Flint, Pontiac, Benton Harbor, and all those areas in between that make sure it gets to where it needs to go.
That's right.
See, in order for something to get from point A to point B, you gotta draw a line. And those 4 million people that live in southeast Michigan are that line. If I drive a truck every day, somebody gotta unload that truck.
That's right.
They gotta unload that truck, make sure that stock is shelved. And then sooner or later, somebody's gonna come and buy that loaf of bread, that carton of milk. But for over 30 years, almost as long as I've been living, every neighbor I got has had hell to pay to even get the basic commodities that they need on the basic level.
That's right.
Hell to pay. And I'm not just talking about water, bread, rent. It's just life stuff now. It's getting to the point to where austerity is so heavy in all of our communities. I don't care if you got an emergency manager or not. If you make less than $30,000 in this state, guess what? You got a problem. But you can't survive in this state. And guess what? In this city right now, because of austerity, stop calling it emergency manager. Call it austerity, because that's what it is. That's what it is. Stop using all these big, huge terms about something that people don't get. I'm losing my job. I can't afford to live anymore. What the hell are you talking to me for? That's right. That's why I didn't participate in this election. That's why. That's why I'm not going to Lansing, because gas is too damn high. I can't even fill up the bus for your community to go get to where you got to go because gas is too damn high. It's been like this in France for almost 10 years already. That's why brothers my age and parents went to hell and fought almost 4 weeks straight against layoffs for young people. 4 weeks straight. So you want me to talk about Lansing? Ain't shit in Lansing. What else you want me to say? This off the record. It ain't nothing there. It ain't nothing there. How many times we gotta keep going up there asking for them to write something for us when we all got pens in our hands? That's what the petition drive was about. Taking a pen in your hand, writing your own policy, and making them listen to you. Make them listen. With $10,000, we got 2.3 million people in this state to say no to take over. $10,000. It didn't take 4 million. It didn't take 2 million to do a write-in campaign. We put on our shoes, we went walking, and guess who put in more sweat than Detroit? Traverse City, Ann Arbor.
Yes, they did. Yes,
Put in way more sweat than we did, with nothing. With nothing. And we built highways, we built high-rises, we built entire water systems that provide 40% of this state's water, and we got the nerve to let some fool come here and take it away from us. I ain't blaming nobody for nothing. I ain't blaming nobody for nothing. I'm standing up for what I got left. Because if I'm going to stand for it right now, who will? I cannot have my children in any city. Because guess what? I won't leave Detroit emergency manager, new mayor, old mayor, governor, whomever. I'm not leaving.
I ain't even.
Because my children will not let me come back to them and say, 10, 15 years from now, I left the blackest, strongest, most progressive city in this country. Because I couldn't handle a deal. Because I didn't understand what democracy meant. Ain't nobody got to tell me what it means, because I already know. I already know. 75 counties told you no to emergency management. No to austerity. No to laying off 5,000 workers in the city of Detroit. No to laying off 900 people in the city of Pontiac. No to laying off 1,000 people in Flint. And they still saying no. And you don't even know it.
That's right.
So right now, this is about recovery and reinvestment.
That's right.
Recover what you got left.
That's right.
On Monday, you got a situation with your water department. They want to give it to the region. The region know the value of it. In Macomb County, we paid $93 million for an interceptor.
That's right.
In the early 90s. All funded by Detroiters. But guess what? We purify all that water going through Macomb County. So guess what? If Macomb County want a piece, pay what you owe.
That's right.
Pay what you owe. And it starts with $93 million plus interest. And I'm going to charge you the same interest that these banks giving me. I'm not playing this game with you no more. Pay what you owe. I'm not begging you for nothing. Pay what you owe. Pay what you owe. Over $200 million last year in lost income and property taxes alone. Why? Because the state will not enforce a law to make businesses flip the switch on your accounting practices. That's in your Quicken books, that's in your IRS tax forms, that's in every little free piece of software that you got to make sure that your money get right.
That's right.
So in August and in April, when you get these little TurboTax tools and shit, excuse me. But when you get these little tools and stuff and they tell you, oh, it's easy to do your quick file. Guess what? Businesses can do the same thing and make sure Detroit gets its $200 million every year on time before it's even supposed to be there. I shouldn't have to look for it. It should already be in my account. Stop doing me and jipping me around.
That's right.
So get mad about something.
Yes, mad.
I hate sitting in these long conferences.
Yeah.
Me too.
Why? Because I'm a hustler and I grind.
That's right.
I grind. Just like this new generation right now. I got a cell phone that can organize you in 10 minutes. Okay? We got technology that works. We had the same technology with Martin Luther King. It was called a telephone. We got on the phone, we talked to somebody. How we got to 2.3 million people over 75 counties? Because we talk to people. It don't cost you nothing to open your mouth up.
That's right.
So you start tomorrow morning from telling somebody good morning.
That's right. That's right.
Tomorrow morning, you say good morning to somebody you don't know.
That's right.